very first episode of Big Brother Buzz with myself, Gimuluselo. Today we have a very special guest as an ex-housemate. But before we get into that, please like, comment and subscribe our YouTube channel. And then now we have to get into our juicy guest. The first evictee of Big Brother MZANSI Season 4, Siamosha. Mali, how are you?
I'm good, Gimo. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you feeling?
You know what? I'm feeling a bit sad, you know, for the fact that being in that house was really nice.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, that house is so nice. So the fact that I'm out so quickly, it just breaks my heart, you know. But then again, I remind myself, you know, it's a game.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, somebody had to be evicted. So if not me, who?
Yeah, I hear you. But here's the thing about you. When you came in, the first episode, you were trending, top of trending list. The baddie, she's gonna give us a show. Because your entrance was so good. Like, you had a really good entrance. But and then second day, third day, you just went. What happened?
That's true. So I held in because, I don't know, in my head, I thought, no, it's too soon, you know.
Yeah.
Just keep it on the low a bit, you know. Not realizing that keeping on the low will make you go out of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Look at me now, I'm out. And I didn't really give people the Mali that I am, you know. So I sat there and I shied away from everything. Just giving everything time, you know. In my head I was just like, okay, I'm giving everybody time to settle, you know. And then I think from week 2 we can like start with the whole jam. I got, no, it's a game. You have to get it from the get-go. Get it from the get-go.
Your mother's house. You must start.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Oh,
you know.
Maybe you thought that because Big Brother doesn't usually evict on the first week.
That's another thing.
Oh,
you know. And Big Brother is not somebody you can just, you know, cram. Everything in that house is so unpredictable, you know. So yeah, I think it was that.
At the back of your head, did you think, nah, nobody's going home?
If I'm being honest, yes. Had this thing of he is just trying to keep us on our toes, you know. Because I mean, we're only just getting to know each other, you know. So I think it's a bit too soon for housemates to leave. So at the back of my head, I did have that. But also, it's a game and anything could happen, you know. You can't predict anything in that house, you know. So I was like expecting, okay, there might be an eviction for real, you know. So yeah.
So what was the feeling of walking in when the doors opened? What was that feeling? Describe it for me.
You know, because I watch Big Brother. And I know the house, you know. Okay, yes, they changed the house. They changed the house.
Yeah, completely.
But it felt so surreal, you know. The doors open, and I'm like, what? I'm here for real. Like, I literally had to convince myself from time to time, you know, the first few days, babe, you're really here. You're really doing this. Like, you know, so it felt so good. Like, it's stress-free. You don't have any money in your pockets, but literally you are not stressing about maybe electricity going to go off, or oh my gosh, there's no Colgate or whatever. You ain't stressing about nothing. It's such a great feeling. Like, it's such a great feeling. And then on top of that, now it's just these great people surrounding you, you know. You're just trying to get to know each person. This one is funny, you know. It was really great. It's really great.
Talking about funny, right? You had like a special relationship with Willie. Do you like did you low-key have a crush on him?
Not really. No? Not really. Not really. I really just enjoyed how I felt when I was around him. You know, literally to me, he was like a Popeye. Like, I look at him, even when he laughs at something, a conversation I'm not listening to. The way he laughs, yo, I'm gone. I'm just like, I'm sorry. They're like, what you laughing at? I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm looking at Willie. That's why I'm laughing, because he's laughing, you know.
So wait, when you got into the house, who did you like? Be like,
I will tell you what. One of this season, Big Brother 8, like literally everybody in the house was so beautiful, you know. So you look this way, it's a pretty person. You look this way, it's a pretty person. But I might say, like, I was strung by Z.
Z said you made a pass on her, did you? Like a bit of a
well, I don't know if I can call it a pass, but because I was like, I'm not gonna at so soon, like, give it to her like that. But also, I was just like, I'm not gonna not show her, you know. So as soon as she asked me,
what did you say to her?
No, she just saw on my, when we were doing the task,
yeah.
so on my drawing, right,
yeah.
had a bit of a, it's like a flag type of thing.
Yeah.
She's like, no, wait, are you? I'm like,
oh, yeah.
And then she's like, oh, I'm there also, you know, like type of thing, but she was passing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, girl, in my head, I'm just like, when I'm coming for you, you know? So yeah, it was
my problem is that you acted so slow, we could have had content.
Exactly. That's what I feel
so much
also.
Content.
Exactly.
So, but you, when you got into the house, Z was the first person you're like, I see you.
I think when every housemate was inside the house, right? I like looked at everybody and was like, oh my gosh, it's just literally pretty people here.
Yeah.
And then I looked at Z and I'm like, this baddie. Oh, Z and Bumi for me, ne?
Oh, yeah.
Were just like, wow, these are baddies. You see, these are baddies. Also Fahima. Like, oh, we've got baddies here.
Yeah.
And then also when we got to know one another, they work in clubs also. I'm like, oh, it makes sense, you know, it makes sense. So yeah, but I always just, every time I look at Z, I'm like, yo, this girl is beautiful.
Even on TV, she looks like she's your quality.
You should see her live.
Who are your 2 favorite housemates?
My 2 favorite housemates, I'm not gonna lie to you, every person there, because I think because it's the first week, right? Yeah. It was just like positive vibes, positive energy. So literally, I liked everybody, you know.
Except.
No, I didn't. Honestly, I think it's still too soon to have people you don't like per se, you know, because we were literally just taking it off the beds, you know. So yeah, I liked everybody. A favorite housemate. You see, now I come across as if I like Willie and Jared. I love them. Yeah,
Jared is sneaky though.
I like them so much because of how I feel when I'm around them. You know, I'm not worried about anything. Literally, it's just fun and laughs around them, you know. So, and then also looking at him taking care of Liam the way he does, just like, oh, shame, you're such a gentleman.
I don't trust him.
No, it's a game. You don't know. You never know. It's
because
good.
He also wants Bumi, right?
Oh, well.
Yeah, he does.
Let me tell you, I heard Bumi, you know, a whole conversation between Bumi and Lawrence. So I was like, oh, okay. No. And I trust Bumi to shake things up.
What you didn't see is the conversation yesterday.
That's the thing, you see. That's the thing. I wasn't there to like hear the conversation, and Bumi didn't really tell us about it, you know. So she said whatever she said to Lawrence, and it was only then I was like, oh, that means there is a bit of something there. And I trust very much that Bumi can shake things up.
No, she started. She's moving like nicely. But who were you close to in the house? Okay. Girls and boys.
Okay. With girls, I think I was a bit close to Millet. Why? This is because I could tell when I looked at her, she was also a bit quiet and in her shell. I was like, no. And then I spoke to her. I'm like, babe, listen, you know what? I'm having trouble with like opening up to people, you know. It's if they don't ask me anything, I never know what to say to them, and also I'm not sure what to ask them, you know. And then she's like, no, I'm having the same problem, you know what? And then that little thing just made like, oh, shame, sister, let's see how we maneuver this problem of ours, you know. So, and also Bali, because Bali is such a good listener. Actually, you could just be sitting with her here.
You know, they call her Oprah.
Are you serious? So she listens. Bali is a good listener. I will tell you that. Because you tell her something, move her from that conversation. Later she'll tell you about what you said. And I was like, oh, so this girl really does listen to me, you know. So yeah, but literally all the ladies I'm with. And then with the gents, it's Willie. Willie, when you're sitting guys, Willie, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Willie, guys. That's the thing. I feel like I didn't have enough time to get to know everybody else. But this is the thing. When we were in the arena, I'd be sitting next to Willie, and then he starts with his stunts, and I would laugh throughout. Even when it got serious, I'm just like, Willie, can you calm down? I'm trying to not laugh. Big brother is speaking, you know. So yeah. So with the gents, I can say it's really. I liked how Papi, young Papi would dance and whatever. But yeah, all the gents also I really.
So like, because from a watching perspective, right? Yeah. When we are watching Mac Jr., he seems like he does not want to be there. Like, what's your opinion on Mac Jr.?
Mac Jr. is, I want you to underestimate me. Ne? For me, I think he's like, I want you to underestimate me and think I'm nothing. And I'll show you. Because with every game that has been played in the house, Junior is always in the finals.
Yeah.
You know? So I looked at him and I'm like, hey, this one is so quiet. And we think, nah, this one's not a problem. Listen, you know? And but you can see when we playing games, he fights. He fights, you know? So he speaks. I think Junior speaks when he has to speak. He doesn't just speak out of nowhere. It's like his voice. I just feel like
he doesn't want to speak to you guys. He just sits there and says,
nah, not really. You know, there was this one time I said something to him, but I think he didn't hear me. And then he paused. I'm like, yo, probably this guy doesn't like me, you know. And then after that, he started speaking to me. I was like, oh, no, he probably didn't hear me that time, you know. He does speak. It's just like, I don't think he can make these small, meaningless conversations, you know. Yeah, I don't think they for him.
So who grated your tits there by the husband? You were like, I don't like this person. Like, my blood and their blood is not vibing.
Let me tell you what, right? As people, you will not gel with everybody you meet,
no, true.
right?
This is why I'm asking.
And I mean, there was 22, 23 of us in the house. I didn't really like, it's not that I don't like them, but it's just that I'd rather be maybe away from them, you know. I'd put it that way. Yeah, if that's the case, I'd not be around Yolanda too much, you know. I'd be with her, but only for like a certain time, and then that's cool, you know, because literally everybody in the house is a great person, but it's just like, I feel like if I'd sit with her for like a long time, I'd get
drained.
Yeah, you know.
No, she looks like she can be draining, because even when I'm watching her, I'm just like, it's a lot.
Yeah, like, but I think for her, it's good the way she is, actually, because she for me, she's the female version of Papa Ghost, you know.
You think so?
Yeah, so it would just neutralize, you know. It would neutralize the gents and the hands.
Loud.
Yeah, but I think but her loudness, not that you can't tolerate it. You can. It's just that not for a long period of time. You know, unless maybe if you guys are like besties.
What do you guys have against Papa Ghost? Because they're in the house every day, Papa Ghost.
Yeah. No, I think a lot of us just felt like he never wants to give us a chance to express ourselves, you know. So, especially with these group discussions, you know, it's something that includes everybody. And the fact that if we lose, that means we all lose. If we win, yes, we all win. You know, you just hear somebody else out, bro. That's all we're asking, you know. Yes, we're not shutting whatever you're saying down, but please, hear somebody else out. So it's like he never wanted that. So we most of us felt like, yo, if we don't do it his way, then I guess it's not happening, you know. Yeah, but at some point it helped because he pushes something, and at the end of the day you're like, okay, yeah, it's good that he actually pushed that, because now look at this, you know.
Okay, so you are coming from, you were an Uber driver, club host, so now you're this girl. Are you going back to being an Uber driver, club host? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not gonna, okay, with the e-hailing part, right? I'm not gonna let go of that. I think the only thing that I'm gonna do is move from, I think, you know, it's got categories, right? So if I can just, I'm gonna change the car that I'm using and then move from one category to the next, because then that is gonna generate more money for me. Yeah, of course. Of course.
You're still driving.
And then, yeah, I'm still going to do that. And then also with the club, it's waitressing. Yeah, so I waitress in a club. So I don't think that's something I can let go of as yet, you know, because I actually make good money there. So
I mean, I think they should make you like a host instead.
Yeah, no, I'm a waitress.
No, be a host instead.
I feel like being a host, that's a difficult job, because now you have to get people to come into the club. I don't think
No, but now you from Big Brother, you know.
Yeah, okay, maybe now because things have changed, you know. Maybe I can consider it now.
No, consider it.
Yeah, but at first it's just like I was like, nah, waitressing is good for me because I mean, I feel like I make good money and I'm happy and yeah.
But how is it like being an Uber driver? Tell us like one juicy story of being like an Uber driver.
You know, it's got its ups and downs, you know, because. Usually I just have people ask me about myself, like ask me about my nails, why am I doing Uber, I'm a lady, you know. And then sometimes you have problems with people, with clients that get in the car, you know. But luckily you are able to put the app on females only, you know, for my safety. So, but this one time, I usually enjoy it when I'm doing it at night, because from the club, I knock off at the club at 2, right? Yeah. And then from the club, I move to the other side of the city, and then I wait for the patrons in these other clubs to now start coming, and then that's where I actually take them to their destinations. So there, the tips are crazy because you know. Drunk people are happy people, bro. So like the tips are crazy there. And then, but during the day, I remember this one time I had a problem of my cell switching off before I reached a destination. No, I picked them up, but before we reached the destination, right? And this is the thing, they while we were going to wherever they needed to go, they asked me to please pass there and pass there. And if you do that, it adds the money, right? So when we got there, I'm like, you know what, my phone just switched off. And then she's like, no, the money was, she tells me whatever. I'm like, yes, I do understand that, but the fact that we passed by, we had 2 more stops before the destination, it's gonna add. And then now because my phone is off, you know, she's just like, yeah, this is the only money she's gonna pay. And at that time, I'm like, but do you understand what I'm saying to you? I agree, yes, that was the initial amount, but you asked me to pass by there and there. Do you understand what I'm saying? So she didn't want to hear it, you know. I think literally that is the only client I fought with. We didn't literally like fight physically, but you know. And for me, it was draining. I was like, but why? Why? Honestly, did you think the price was gonna be the same? If you know, and there was nothing I could have done about it. So I just had to let them pay whatever money that they said the app told them to pay. So, and that was it. So, but in Njenje, it's always just good vibes. I think people really amazed that it's a lady that is coming to pick them up. You know, they have so many questions all the time. So I never run out of conversations with clients. Yeah. So yeah. Is there any point in the Big Brother house where you're like, I'm taking off my nails? No. Why not? No. How are you gonna do the challenges? No. You see, the first challenge I remember. Besides the one of looking for the eye, the first challenge was to unknot a string. You know, in my head, this is the thing that I feel like people don't understand. It's not about the length. You know, if you have nails, you have nails. You know, so while they're explaining the game to us, I'm like, shoot, we have to untie it. So that's gonna take me a bit of time. But I'm like, no, but I'm not the only hand in here with nails. You know, okay, scratch the length. You know, scratch the length. But I was like, okay. Then everybody did grab the person was standing next to me is Mitch. He didn't have nails, but because his nails are like down there, too low, he couldn't untie the knot. I untied the knot. It's just that we took time, you know. So it's just that thing. We can get it done, but maybe at a slower rate, you know, like a pace, at a slower pace. So who's your nail technician? Because she deserves like all the credit, all the money, please, when we get a chance, can we please give her flowers? Yeah, you give her flowers. Yeah, no. They're still there. So how long was lockdown for like Dubai for you? So Dubai was almost like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yeah. So you had them for 3 weeks. Yeah, so they were gonna just last me till maybe like mid-Feb. Yeah. Mid-Feb? Yeah, just maybe before. Please, just before Valentine's. Maybe. I'm coming to you for. Please, I'll just, you know, I'll tag her. You guys can just find her on the socials. So we're doing fan questions for Marley. Marley, are you ready? I'm ready. So, who
do you think will win Big Brother this year, in your opinion?
Quite frankly, I think everybody in that house has the potential to be the winner. This is the thing about the Big Brother house. You may think you know, and you don't know. You may think you know, oh, I know who the next person that's going to be evicted is. You don't know, you know. So with me being around those people and just getting to know them, all, like a bit of them, all of them actually, you know, it's not like I know everything about them, but a bit of each, you know, that just really showed me that anybody in this house could take it home.
Okay, politician.
You know,
politician. Okay, politician.
No, for real, because even I'm now thinking about something like Mac Jr. You know, you could think like Mac Jr. That's the thing. Being underestimated is an advantage.
Yeah, the
you know?
black horse.
So that's the thing. You think somebody would say, okay, this one, yeah, but and then they are the person that takes it. Okay. Because everybody in the house has such a strong personality.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at flower_child777 says, why don't you apply pressure Z?
When it came to what?
To just dating.
Oh no, I was still waiting. Oh yes, okay, that I was still waiting for Ntoya Khaili Sinaye to be a bit solid. No, for real. You know.
So why are you waiting for another person to be solid with another person so you can attack?
Because so that I can shake it up. So I can shake it up.
Nah, okay. Unandipa Ngezi says Mali of the Z Mali. You know your thingy, your fan base is Z Mali.
No.
You have a fan base. It's called Z Mali. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
You do have a fan base. I'll need all the videos of them. She wants all the videos of you. Ask her why did she not put pressure. I mean, all of these people are asking you about Z. Everyone wanted you to put pressure.
Guys,
like, I feel
why
like
did I take time?
We should have called you and said, put pressure.
Bruh, why did I take time? Damn.
Okay, so this is who is this? KB Ramu Simon says, why didn't she follow the camera movements so she can get more coverage? Also tell her that for me, I personally don't think production gave her a fair chance because she hardly got coverage, so it's more of lack of coverage than her personality. Because you know what, ne? We really didn't think you'd leave.
For real?
Like in our minds, we didn't think you'd leave. We thought Malay was going to leave or Bali. But we thought you had more fans because of the coverage you had. Like, first day you went in there and you were trending.
Okay.
And everyone was like, oh, she's going to be that girl. She's going to be that girl. So we really didn't think you were going to leave. I was really shocked that you're leaving. Yeah, that's your fan questions. That's our fan questions.
Thank you.
And now you know your fan base.
You know?
Zimali. Thank you so much, Mighty, for making time for us. I know it's been a long day. You're tired. You're probably hungry. Are you hungry?
No, I'm not. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. That was the first episode of Big Brother Buzz with me, Kimuloselo. Join us next time. We don't know who the housemate will be evicted again. We don't know who that housemate will be, but next time you'll find us here again. But then, like, subscribe, comment, do the things that need to be done, right? But we'll see you next time.